pedophile, don't just say, oh, well, it's just the way they are. Who are you to judge someone else's discipline and someone else's willpower? You can't know that. And it's especially dangerous when kids are involved. It's not the same thing as if, you know, Joey from down the street wants to have sex with his best friend's mom because he thinks that she's hot. It's different. And say Joey were to go over to Ben's house when Ben wasn't there and go up to his mom and say, hey, you're looking pretty good. You're looking pretty fit. I like those yoga pants. Is that a Victoria's Secret bra I see? Oh boy, let me get up in there.
Your mom came out with just a towel.
The difference here is that Ben's mom is an adult. When you're dealing with kids, there's a huge discrepancy in power. And let's just be honest, you can manipulate kids to do pretty much anything. Kids' minds are much more malleable. You can make them think the way you want to think. If you say the right words, and if you give them the right incentives, they'll do whatever the hell you want. And it's just so fucked up that people like Austin will take advantage of that.
If you look at history, there's always one minority that seems to be the one that everybody kind of persecutes, and I think we're it. I'm campaigning for better treatment of people like me. We're non-offending pedophiles. Not all pedophiles are child molesters, and not all child molesters are pedophiles. Pedophile is, strictly speaking, is just somebody who has the sexual attraction to children. They may act on it, they may not. Pedophiles come from all walks of life. We come from all sorts of economic backgrounds, different occupations, and we look like everybody else.
But, a haircut goes a long way, bro. I mean, you could guess that this guy's a pedophile without even seeing this video. Holy shit. This guy's practically wearing a sign around his neck that says, I'm a pedophile, stay away.
There are a lot of teachers and people that, who do work with kids, but I think most of us just hold regular jobs.
Oh God, can you imagine a teacher pedophile? There's probably hundreds of them. That's so fucked up. Because if you're a pedophile, what better line of work than to be constantly involved with children? And there's no way to really check that, You can't really hack into someone's mind and say, oh, well, looky here, based on these results, you're a pedophile and you can't be a teacher. That is really scary. That's like one of the most fucked up things about pedophilia, is that there are some people who are pedophiles and are teachers, and they're around kids every day. Who knows when they'll act on their urges?
A lot of people think that if you're attracted to kids that you have some kind of like unusual degree of urge to go out and attack kids, and it's not like that. Most people, when they see somebody they're attracted to, do they automatically think, oh, I want to jump on them and have sex with them? So it's the same with us. It's just, we just happen to be attracted to kids.
Okay, he's got a good point here. He says when you see someone that you're attracted to, you're not necessarily going to jump them on the street. You're not going to stalk them just because you're attracted to them. Okay, good point.
What was your reaction when you first decided to show your face on the internet, so to speak?
What was the reaction from the public, or?
Yeah.
Well, I got a pretty public backlash, but by the same token, I actually got a lot of support privately. I got hundreds and hundreds of emails from people who were very supportive. A lot of them were people who were survivors of abuse.
I'm just confused, right? Why don't they just compromise a little bit? They understand logically why it's wrong to, go after kids, right? So why don't you go after the youngest possible person, but have it be legal at the same time? So 18-year-olds, depending on where you live, it could be 16. Go on Tinder and make the age 18. How hard is that?
What age groups are you attracted to?
I would say it probably starts about 3, 4 years old.
Oh my God. 3 to 4 years old? That is insane. That is insane. It's creepy enough going after like a 14, 12-year-old, but god damn, this guy likes some ripe, like fucking right out of the womb, he's ready to go.
Too old.
And then goes up into early 20s, late teens, early 20s, and it kind of peaks at about like 9, 10 years old.
So he's most attracted to 9 to 10-year-olds. But like I said before, he said that he would be into, like, you know, late teens. So just compromise. Go after those people instead. If he ever gets into a serious relationship with, say, an 18-year-old, what about when they turn 25? Is he gonna break up with them and go after another 18-year-old? I don't know. It's a weird world that I have a hard time wrapping my head around. If you have something weird that you enjoy, as long as it's not harming anyone, fine, you know, you do you, that's fine. But I think pedophilia is not one of those things. I just felt like if I'm gonna make videos on people like Onision and Rice Gum and whatever, I have to make videos on people like Austin Jones, you know. This isn't a joke, right? This is real. These are real life people fucking with little children's lives, and I think that is so messed up. Don't forget to rate and comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I had a completely different video planned for today, but I had to push off my video that I was going to make and make my Onision video early because of the recent events that just took place on Twitter. For those of you that don't know, there was a tragedy that took place a couple days ago. A very successful singer and songwriter that started out on YouTube named Christina Grimmie was shot and killed. It happened after one of her concerts in Orlando, Florida. She was out signing some autographs for her fans, and then she just got shot 3 times. You might be wondering what this has to do with Onision. It's nothing new that Onision is kind of a dickhead. He goes the extra mile this time to prove that. Onision took to Twitter and he tweeted out some really insensitive shit.
Christina gets shot and you all prayed for her. 1. If your God cared, she would not have been shot. 2. You prayed, she still died. Wake up.
This is not the time to be pushing your stupid atheism agenda. It drives me insane seeing shit like this. Complete heartless bastard. Just cunt. Just cunt. And then he goes on to say,
My bad. What I mean to say is, my thoughts and prayers go out to blah 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 RT me while I make this tragedy about me being a caring guy.
you're doing the same exact shit except you're being a prick about it. Oh my God. In fact, this is worse because he's drawing even more attention to himself. If he did just make a random generic tweet about how he, you know, his thoughts and prayers go out to her and her family, yeah, he would get the usual likes, but with this kind of shit, he's getting way more attention.
I never knew Christina existed before this, but everyone look at me and how sad I am. Me, 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 me. Every other YouTuber right now.
You know Christina Grimmie has 3 million subscribers on YouTube, right? You might have been one of the few that did not know about her before all this happened, but there are a lot of people who are touched by her music and the videos she posted. It's just like any other celebrity dying, you know? You feel like you knew that person, and then when, you know, you hear about their death, it impacts you.
Instead of being patronizing, I'll give good advice. When going to an event with your fans, do as I always did and wear a bulletproof vest.
Shut up! You know this doesn't happen every day, right? It's like a plane crash. You know, you don't just plan for that shit to happen. And why would she wear a fucking bulletproof vest? Those are so heavy and, you know, you sweat so much.